position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out.
So they got beat by a team that only has one loss.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
He also tight.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
A bunch of bullshit.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Punts it out of the air. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature.
Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Trojans. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown.
For your whisper.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Intercepted.
Let's go. That's the first I want to get a pick. Make those plays, Urlacher.
After a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
We have to play this old cheese ball last one.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield.
We got a big tackle in the next play touchdown. 27.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Fast ass fucking track team.
They'll leave it with him. Shows him the stiff arm. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Clemson is quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Finds a man on the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He makes a grab.
Man, that's not right. Come on, bro. Don't bail him out. Garbage, man.
If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most
there's like nowhere to throw that ball, bro. And they give him an animation.
Field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5.
Cut to the left.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for space. It's Davidson. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. And it just...
Okay, I'm about to say, come on, man.
He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RPO.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Go back and make a play out here.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab, it's Davidson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
All the rules.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Like fucking mud.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Makes the grab. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent. I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the catch, it's Davidson. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The Tigers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Utah State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off-play action on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it down the right side. And they pick up better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make...
There he goes! Touchdown,
Lindell?
Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give it that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
She about to fight the nigga.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Good place to grab it off the deflection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the run. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Showing off the arm. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Snagged out of the air. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking downfield on first down.
Well, you say because the one nigga didn't have it? That's why they're not doing it?
And the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Power football with the run. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's
good tackle. I'm thinking I'm about to do a little cut up the field.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Buying some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick release by the QB. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. With the catch, it's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. He's going to fire deep. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, USC!
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's fired. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass on second down. He'll take the deep shot.
Oh, a simulation.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Shit was dead when fucking talking about only 5 of y'all was playing. We'll knock it off.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying to burn this defensive back. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Back to throw, it's Denson. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He'll do it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Tiger. Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock it down for a big loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air, it's Denson. Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover.